you get a team up for games like this?
You do that one first.
Yeah, well, I think that's my job really, is to try and find a way where you can kind of dump that game and take the positive out of it, or whatever they were, and then really work forward. So we've got a couple of guys, a couple of guys coming in and a few new changes, but it's an exciting game for the boys because the Highlanders and the Crusaders games have always been traditionally an exciting match and one they're always looking forward to.
You have got some experience coming back in with Heath and Sean Lilly. What do they bring to the team that maybe you were missing last week?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, obviously quality loose head prop, a lot of experience there playing against his All Black team friends, and but he creates a real confidence with our own group. So that's one thing. Sean has been a key player for us all year, and we've really missed him. It's just been nice to have him back.
I watched the first half of last week and played really well, and then I missed the second half. Obviously, things went wrong. What are you going to try and do this week to turn that around?
I think on reflection, when I looked at the first half, we were hanging in there. The score was tight, but there was a lot of small moments that we weren't winning. We lacked a bit of courage that we haven't had in the previous games around moving the ball and playing the game, and but we were disrupted last week because we had a couple of late injuries, on the Thursday and the Friday, with Ethan rolling his ankle and Tanielu pulling a hamstring. That's always a bit of a disruption and a distraction to the team. So we don't have that this week. We're going to focus forward.
So you've got these last week, this week, and then you've got a couple of games that are probably closer for you to. Are you targeting those two?
Game to game, really. And it's still tight in the sort of bottom six, Yeah, so it's 1 point, I think, amongst the 4 or 5 teams. So I think it's going to be a tight race home.
Cool, that's all from me.
Yeah.
Jamie, two teams that know each other very well. Crusaders, Highlanders play each other a lot pre-season and season. What are your expectations for this week from them?
Oh, my expectations in terms of the team is that we play our best rugby. We're playing at home, we're playing in front of our fans. As I said, traditionally it's a really key game and a rivalry that's gone on since Super Rugby has come about. We've had Crusaders, coming, or ex-Crusaders coming to Dunedin and playing here for years. So it's a game that all players are excited about.
And you mentioned injuries. Can you give us an update on Tangatau and Urenton?
Lots of injuries. I think every team has got a lot of injuries. For us, though, it's around our experience and depth of experience. Caleb could have been right. I just feel that he's a young guy. He's played a lot of rugby. Better to get him really 100% before bringing him back in, despite the magnitude of the match on the weekend. Hugh, look, he's a tough man, great leader for us, but he's not quite right. He's a bit sore.
So injuries test the depth of every squad, but opportunity for Josh Fonga this week.
Mm.
He's on the bench, so young local fella. How's he been going in the background?
No, he's doing his trade. I just think it's great to throw young guys who show real potential into a big game and see how they deal with everything. The preparation, the magnitude of the match, expectation from everybody. It's a real test for young guys. But we've committed to Josh for the next 3 years, and I think it's a good opportunity for him.
You mentioned they're getting the business end of the season, 5 games to go, but 3 of those at home. So opportunity for points there and a very good timetable.
Yeah.
And reason for optimism.
Well, that's because the home won't help us. We've got to get our rugby right. But what home does is it reminds us basically who the people we're representing, and so the players are talking the sort of things. It's only Tuesday or Wednesday, so by Saturday we'll be fine. Thank you.
Thank you.